AJ, it's unfair. We can't talk about Redacted.
I know. Here we are again.
Literally, it was just I was like, we can't talk about Redacted, so let's not talk about Redacted. And then all I want to talk about is Redacted. So we're starting. Literally, the second we went live, I was like, why can't we talk about Redacted? I was like, I can't hold it in.
Yep. Yeah. Usually, I'm the one that's like, oh, I gotta say Redacted or something. But yeah, man. No, I look forward to talking about Redacted. It's
Redacted's great.
The summer just keeps going.
Yeah, dude, the cats are in for a Redacted surprise.
Yeah.
when they play Redacted, they're gonna be like, oh shit.
Yeah. I agree.
Sweet.
Well, let's start the show before we say something we're not supposed to.
I just want to say one more thing. Redacted. Let's go. This is PSVR GamesCast Live. We film live every single Monday, Wednesday, and 2 hours Friday right here on YouTube. We do it live 6 p.m. Eastern for your viewing pleasure. But we care so much about your oral pleasure as well. That's why we put this thing up on podcast services of your choice. I think I uploaded Wednesdays and Fridays, pretty much back to back last week. So if you're listening to this, I apologize. I'm trying to stay on schedule, but it's easy to let those things slide on accident. But I will not let them slide for too long. My name is Bryan Paul from this channel right here, without Parole, and this gentleman over here to my left, your right. It's AJ from The Underground, PSVR Underground.
What's up, Bryan? What's up, Game Cats? Happy MonJay. I know that Mondays usually suck. Yes, it's true. But we have some exciting news. And that is, of course, we are here to ensure their Monday sucks, Bryan.
No, and just period. There's no follow-up to that. That is the end of the thought, period.
Just a little less.
Good. I think we could all use a little bit of a better Monday. Yeah, right. It's good stuff.
Definitely
good stuff. Dude, I think this is going to be a fun week, dude. I think it's going to be a fun week for PSVR2. It's going to be more for the cerebral gamer out there. The two games that are coming out this week are Chess Club.
Tell me chess. Yes.
Yes. Chess Club VR and Bridge Constructor Studio.
Let's go, nerds. This is our week. Our week to shine, dorks. We will rise in glory together. I'm not playing that Bridge Constructor shit, but I'll play the chess game.
What?
Yeah, I don't care about the Bridge Constructor Studio.
Why did you
real Bridge Constructor?
Why'd you say studio like that?
Because
what do you got against studios?
Because the game concept alone, Bridge Constructor, sounds like the fucking lamest thing ever, and but it's Bridge Constructor Studio. It's not even like it just all sounds terrible. Chess doesn't even sound that great either. But hey, I like chess, so at least I'll have a little bit of fun with it.
What about chess doesn't sound good?
I don't need VR to play chess, Bryan. I could go grab the nearest nerd next to me and play chess with them, and it'd probably be much better.
But the nearest nerd next to you is not me.
I'm just kidding. I have no friends or people next to me, so
this is why. This is why maybe
better than nothing.
Maybe unnecessary to be in VR, but necessary to be a video game or in video game format to make it easier to play with your friends like me. And then you can tell everybody about how Bryan Paul kicked your ass in chess. Chess Club VR.
Ooh, I'll definitely play you in chess for a pizza. I made things as studio.
Bro, you don't even know. Like I was gonna say Susu Studio, but I was like, I'm already being way too obnoxious in this episode, and we just get started. I was like, so I made myself not say it. I'm running on caffeine right now, as you are too. I think.
Yes, only caffeine, nothing else. There are no brain cells. No actual healthy bodily activity happening over here. Just pure caffeine fuel.
Niles drawing the game feeling with the $5 tip says, they may take our lives, but they'll never take our redacted.
You can take our lives, but you'll never take our redacted freedom.
Cue the comment that says AJ blew out your ears again this week.
Oh yeah, sorry. Man, I read the it's supposed to be like the true accounts of like William Wallace and what he went through. It was bad, man. It was rough. Yep. It was not a way to go. Let's just put it that way. Yeah.
How long can I smile and nod and pretend I know what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Sorry, man. Sorry. I need to fix my mic stuff here.
Your what stuff? Your mic stuff?
My mic stuff.
You're fine. Yeah, I mean, like, as long as you don't.
I'm gonna turn it down a little bit.
All right, then I got to turn you back up. Don't worry, I got full control over you. Oh, just the way I like it, baby. Say something so I know if your volume's right.
Studio.
All right, yeah, it's looking pretty good. I think it's pretty good.
Okay,
excellent.
Turn down to 90%.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to keep adjusting it. Because you're gonna be right on top of that mic any second now.
I know.
Yeah, listen, it's summer's here, as if I have to tell anybody. But the heat's here, and it's been really, really difficult to get into the headset and convince myself that I want to swing my arms and swing swords and jump up and down, and it's exhausting. I'm already exhausted. I don't want to put on the headset and sweat more. But that's so I think these games are perfect for this week. This week. What are you doing down there? Can you please not unplug the stuff while I'm trying to? Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we get to sit on the couch, get to play a game of chess, nice and relaxing, right? Put the AC on, right? Relax, and then play Bridge Constructor, Studio. Yeah, these might not be the most impressive VR games ever made, but they are absolutely perfect for the heat wave that we are going through. Andrew Bailey's in the chat with the 2 quid, says redacted and stuff. We haven't gotten an and stuff tip in a while. Thank you very much, Andrew Bailey.
Yep.
It's never not funny. Oh man. AJ, what have you been up to? What have you been playing? What's going on?
I played Hellsweeper with you.
No, that doesn't sound right.
I know. Me playing a multiplayer and us playing together. What alternate reality is this?
Dude, so first of all, you've played this game a whole lot more than me, and so I do need to address this. I had to boost the gamma on my gameplay footage by like a very large percent. Is this something that you've had to deal with when you've been streaming it or capturing footage? Like it was insanely dark on the social screen, and I'm wondering if I have some setting strange like that. So if anything, like right now, this is kind of how it looks in the headset. But if we get to a brighter area, it might be completely blown out. But yeah, you and I played Hellsweeper. We did what was it, like an hour and a half or so? It was good. It was fun. We did a couple runs or a run, and
we
fought
did
some
one
bosses.
Full run.
It was good, man. It was good. I definitely I had not been in for a while, so seeing all the improvements that they'd made, I don't think the last time I jumped in there was an option for performance versus fidelity mode. And so getting in there and having it run super silky smooth at 90 frames per second, and getting to see all these new upgrades that I hadn't seen. We both had a Hellhound that we were able to split into 2. So at certain points we had 4 Hellhounds running around. Dude, I mean, like, and you get the little squeaky toy. You spawn a squeaky toy and you squeak it in your hand. It goes squeak, 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 and then you throw it to your dog. And it's so, yeah. There's a lot of good stuff going on in Hellsweeper. And so we'd been telling you guys there's a lot of games that we want to play and really dive into and spend some time with before the top 25 debate, which is about 2 weeks away, I think. And so this is the first one we really dove back into and spent some time with. Obviously, I need to spend more time with it, but man, for it's kind of like my new first impressions. I already spent a few hours when it first came out, and then again when the graphics patch came out. But then I feel like this is really my first time in there because it's been so while. It's been so while. and I got to get used to the controls again. I got to get used to, jumping and double jumping, backflipping, and slow motion bullet time, and spawning the correct weapons when I do it. But I gotta say, man, this is definitely going to be on my top 25 list somewhere. I don't know where yet, but it's definitely going to be there.
Well, that makes me so happy because it's definitely going to be on mine as well. And yeah, it's weird that this game's been out for so long, yet it feels so new to me. And yeah, man, it's one on the list of many, many games to kind of like refresh our memories with. Like that's going to be the big challenge, is all the games that have gotten updates, and some of them have, like, not only every update is always good, some updates actually cause issues. So I can't remember the game, but there was like one game that I was going to revisit, and it was like it had updates, and that's why I wanted to revisit it. Well, as it turned out, the updates caused a bunch of new issues, like bugs and issues in the game. So it's like, man, it's hard enough keeping up with every release, but to keep up with like every release and every update as well is like nearly impossible. But we're gonna do our best here. And yeah, man, it was super fun. I was kind of in my own little world playing Hellsweeper with you. Like I wasn't very chatty. I was too busy doing backflips and matrix moves and like having the time of my life. But so I probably wasn't the best like host for that, but I did have a lot of fun, and I enjoyed the hell out of the game, no pun intended. And yeah, love it. It's a personal favorite of mine, and I look forward to fighting hard for it this next top 20.
Yeah, I didn't need you to be a host for it. Like I said, I wasn't the first time I had played, and plus I had familiarity with Sirento. And so I knew what a mixed realm game was all about. It is very deep. I think that if you just jump in and you play it a couple times, you might not understand just how deep all the mechanics are. I think it's very important to see all the attributes and the stats, and there's just so much stuff that you can equip, and so many. It's all very gesture based, like when you're spawning your weapons or when you're performing certain attacks. And just learning all of that and having it all come second nature is, I think, when this game is going to really click for me, and when I'm gonna because I'm not like in love with it right now. I'm in like with it, but I want to be in love with it. And I think once all that stuff becomes second nature is when I'm gonna be like, man, this feels so fucking cool to play. And I think you're already there, which I'm a little jealous of.
I'm definitely already there. Yes, it has some of those barriers at first where you're just like it's a roguelike, whatever. It doesn't matter. The gameplay to me is so strong that it's like this is one of those few VR games where it's like you have to play it for what it does and just don't really worry about what it doesn't do. Yes, there's ways it could be better. Of course, every game has that always, but it's like if you really understand what makes this game special, which I started to after playing it recently, after the last couple of weeks. Like, yeah, now it's like, okay, I don't care if this is a roguelike. It's literally one of my favorite games of all time now, because of the gameplay, because of the gameplay depth, and because of how fun the gameplay is. Like, that will keep me, the gameplay itself and the depth there is enough to keep me coming back and back and back and back again. And then, of course, it does have like progression stuff, but one quick side note that I do think is really important to mention, for those who caught my live stream of this the other week, I was having to play it on performance mode. Well, I am happy to report to you that the quality mode works again, and the optimal mode works okay again. So this game not only has performance or visual quality options, it has 3. It's got a performance. We're talking about, like, we're sitting here commending, studios that give us like a performance mode and a quality mode, 190 native, 120 reprojected. This has 3, and all 3 are like buttery smooth. And I had so much fun playing on quality. I'm like, oh my gosh, like the game is so beautiful and it's buttery smooth. It's like, why doesn't everyone just play on this? But options are always nice, but holy crap. Yeah.
We also learned that because I'm only mentioning because I'm doing it right now. I'm doing like a backflip on this stream in slow motion bullet time in multiplayer. Like we were very surprised to learn that we could both do bullet time in multiplayer. Like logistically, still not even totally sure how that works, but it does.
I don't either. But you were doing backflips and you were in slow motion, upside down. Most games, yeah, like in Sirento, they had to cut out this feature, right, where they did multiplayer, but there was no bullet time. I have no idea how they made this work. It makes absolutely zero sense that they could have 2 players in real time, potentially 3, because it is 3-player.
Yeah.
Individually using bullet time to slow down things, like and it not affecting the other one, but somehow it's still happening in real time together. I don't know what kind of black magic stuff is going on here, but I like it. I'm so happy. I was really happy because like Sniper Elite, it's like you couldn't even get a X-ray mode in Sniper Elite, and like this is like that situation, but it's like they did it, they accomplished it, and that's a huge feat in itself.
Anyway, I said very, very deep. Lots of deep mechanics, and I think the more I get into it, the more I'm going to love it. And like I said, yeah, the movement system is so similar to Sirento, which also took me a long time to kind of get into. But you know, when you finally nail it, it's just so cool. I remember putting together the Sirento review, and I remember you contributed to that because you had some really cool footage too. But like, you know, combining wall runs with backflips and the bullet time, it's just there's no other game that does this. I mean, other than Sirento, but no other game on PSVR2 that does this. So you should definitely be considering picking this up if you haven't already. You're going to spend a lot of time with it.
So good, man. Got to support these guys for not giving up on the game despite having every reason to. Like they're just doing it. They're not doing it for money. They're doing it for pride and for making the best game and for us. So yeah, absolutely. Please support Hellsweeper as much as you can. Buy it new, buy it on sale, whatever you do, please support these guys, man. They need it.
Twitcher, the single player game cat with the 2 quid says thoughts and love to VRSpryGuy and all his family. I missed this. So maybe somebody in the chat, or do you know what's going on with VRSpryGuy?
Yeah, so I watched Virtual Strangers. I actually only watched the beginning this morning while I was getting ready for work. But
man, I was going to sleep when they were starting.
Yeah, I know. That's why I watch it. I usually watch their stuff in the morning. But long story short, VRSpryGuy has obviously been a name I'm sure you've heard before, and
of course
has been a member in the community for a really long time. He has had some unfortunate news, and he's been diagnosed and supposedly has not been given a very long time to live. So prayers are with you, SpryGuy, to you and your family, man. And just thank you for being a part of the community, for supporting our brothers over there at Virtual Strangers, and we appreciate you. We love you, man. We will. It always really hurts losing a community member because we're very much like a family, and y'all are my best friends, like no doubt about it. All of your support is why we're here doing this, and nothing is going to ever stop us from fighting for you guys. And when it comes to SpryGuy, just know that we will continue fighting in your honor, and trying to. I know this is just video games and stuff, but video games I think are actually really important for mental health and for many different reasons. Video games literally saved my life. So it's not just a fun hobby to me. It's like, no, this is like literally has literally saved my life at one point. So but yeah, man, just prayers for you. We're thinking about you, keeping you in our thoughts, and don't stop fighting. Don't stop fighting for 1 second. And just know that it, no matter who it happens to, whether it be me or whatever, like don't ever stop fighting for this. And we will. I want you to keep fighting. Stay with us as long as you can. And when the time eventually comes, just know that we won't forget you. We will continue to mention your name along with like Dave Station and Dark Angel and other community members that we've lost. We will.
We might be back.
There we go. Now I see.
Yeah. All right. Let's just waiting here because there we go. All right. I think everything's back. I think the stream's back up and running. I think Here we go. I just my internet was just completely gone for a little bit there. Bad time for it to happen. Thank you, AJ. I think it cut out right after everything you said. I think it would
Right
cut
after?
out.
Okay.
Yeah, I do think that everything you said got through. I hope it did, because it was very nice. And I hate learning about this right now on the air, because it's just impossible to fucking react on the fly. But thank you for letting me know, and thank you for all the kind words. We're there with you, VRSpryGuy, and we'll be keeping an eye on you. Really sorry to hear about this. AJ, we do have to move on with the show, though. It's always tough to go from something like that to other upbeat, happy news. So let's do a little transition. Let's do a transition with something maybe not so upbeat, which is Michael Preda in the chat saying, I feel VR is not so exciting as it was in the days of PSVR1. Is it the games, or is it normal? What do you think, AJ? Is VR less exciting than it was in 2016? This is something I've been seeing a lot of people posting about. Nathan put up a post about 2016 being peak VR.
What is up with this, man?
No.
VR gaming has never been better than it is today. And that's the God's honest truth. Yes, there were things. Listen, I understand that there are certain things that we've talked about in the past that, they weren't an issue then, but now they're an issue. I don't know, man. Like, I think VR has never been better than what it is right now. It's been an uphill battle the entire time. Yes, there are some things that have not gone our way throughout the things, like, not every game has a AAA VR mode, or not every AAA game has a VR mode. And, there's like lack of first parties from Meta and Sony that, both of them are making huge mistakes for VR, but they're also all we got. And so, and the fact that we have them, I think is kind of a blessing. So yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know where this recently came from, but it seems like every 3 months, these channels and these peoples have these opinions that like VR is dead, VR is dying, and then 3 months later, it's not even 3 months. The next week, it's here's the next big game, here's the next big thing, and whatever. So yeah, listen, man, I do this because I enjoy this. I don't make enough to make a living off this. I don't have to be here. I'm here because I want to be here. And if you don't want to be here, then get out of the way, man. Quit. Just like, you don't have to stay here. Are you a prisoner? Like, blink twice if VR is holding you hostage, because you don't have to be here, and we don't need you here. Like, if you don't want to be, like, you're not. If anything, you're making things worse by kind of spreading that narrative or spreading that message. You're actually playing into the doom and gloom a little bit more. And yeah, man, I don't know. To me, this is why I stopped paying attention to everything else that was going on besides our circle, because it just seems like it's run by self-interest stuff, whether from media, from content creators. It seems like people either they're confused or they are self-interest. They're mostly motivated by self-interest, by selfishness, and how do I make this about me? How do I make this whole thing about me and attention for me? I'm not here for that, man. I'm here because and this is maybe more boring, but I'm here because like I support VR and PSVR, and that's what I care about. And that's where my passion is. And I do this for passion. And I literally think there's still hurdles. There's still challenges to overcome. Not everything has been great all the time. Don't stop. That doesn't mean you should stop fighting. Again, like fine. If you're not willing to fight for it, then get out of the way. Let us do it. But yeah, I've been seeing all this narrative coming back, and I'm like, where's this coming from? Because you don't have something to play for 2 days. That's where this is coming from. Like, fuck off, man. No.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
They're also if they have nothing to play, nothing that's exciting them right now, then they're not playing what we're playing because Redacted is so good.
You know what I hear is I hear is I don't have a video. I don't have something to make a new video for myself about because there's too much to play. There's too many games right now, and there's way too much to play. And if you actually cared, like you'd go and play those things. But yeah, it's what happens sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, it's to get back to the question: is it was PSVR 1 more exciting? No. Like the dry spells, the lulls in between great releases. I mean, it was the same thing.
God.
Like we get
dry
to
spells were 10 times worse.
We get to look back at it with rose tinted glasses, with nostalgia, and say, oh man, it was so good. Look at all the games we got, right? But we get to look at it collectively after it's all said and done. We get to take the 7-year span and crunch it down into one awesome fucking memory. And we're gonna be doing the exact same thing about PSVR2, but to an even bigger degree when this generation is over, right? I mean, if you think about all the games that we've gotten, I think if people aren't excited about VR right now, I don't want to blame the gamer, right? Because yeah, there's a lot of different factors. It's hot. No one wants to put a headset on. But also like if you were around for the PSVR 1 era, then like, yeah, of course it was more exciting. It was like the first time consumer VR not only was affordable, but also awesome, right? It was this perfect balance of using the power of the PlayStation 4 and the PS4 Pro, and having it be accessible and affordable to the consumer, right? And nothing before that really quite delivered and was able to deliver full-fledged games the way that PSVR 1 did. So it was really exciting. And maybe that excitement has petered out for some people. I know it has for me at times. But like, I do think that you need to like step outside your box occasionally if you're disappointed with what's going on in VR right now, right? Did you play Subside? Have you experienced like the magic of being in this photorealistic world and swimming around and checking out those environments? Have you played Arcanage, which is one of the best games on PSVR2 or I think VR this entire generation? There's, try something you've never played before, like Ancient Dungeon or Phasmophobia. Like so maybe games that like you're like, God, these don't look great, but people rave about them, right? Sometimes you got to trust the fact that other people are telling you how much fun they're having in something, right? It takes a little bit of effort. You're not getting a AAA game shoved down your throat every other month. That's fucking true, right? But other than that, right? I don't have any complaints. I really don't. I think VR is thriving. And every developer is bringing their games to PSVR2, and there's some really, really exciting stuff on the horizon. So I don't feel it.
Yeah, I don't either. And again, yeah, I mean, there's so many games to play. I mean, I'm going back and I'm having such a fun time playing all these games that we've had to move past because the next good thing, because we try to stay informed, stay up to date, but that's difficult. That's not how normal gamers play. And if you look at the entire industry, right, this is the other mind-boggling part to me when I see these posts, see these videos, articles, whatever, is like, look at the industry right now and what's going on. Like, we are lucky to even exist right now. like how do you not see what like the good stuff that we do have and we are getting and continuing to get? How do you not see that in the face of, the terrible stuff that's happening in the industry right now? How do you miss that?
Yeah.
As somebody that covers this full time, like how? I don't understand. It makes no sense to me.
Yep. There's so much good stuff coming. In fact, I just wanted to mention that this is happening, even though it doesn't really pertain to most of us, but Ghost Town is releasing on PC tomorrow. Why is that good news? Because Ghost Town has been heralded as one of the best games of this year for VR. And that means that the Steam version is just about done. And it means that they're going to be able to focus on the PSVR2 version, which they're saying is coming before the end of the year. I would absolutely love if they're able to manage the port. I would love to kick off Halloween season with Ghost Town. I would love for this to hit in October at some point. It's going to be amazing. And again, the game, we already know the game is great, but seeing the PSVR 2 port is going to be stunning. We'll see how that goes. But lots of good stuff on the horizon, and if you're not super into VR right now, like, hey, everybody's different, and who knows what's going on in your life that makes you not so interested in VR, and maybe like I said, you maybe have to step outside your box, or maybe you have to just put VR down for a little bit and come back to it when there's 10 new games that you want to play. But
yeah, go touch some grass and come back.
Well, dude, I mean, listen, I didn't want to focus on the other content creators, but one thing I saw that really bothered me was somebody comparing saying, "Oh, there's just nothing to play right now." Last year was so solid, but last year was solid in spurts, the same way this year's been solid in spurts. And I mean, are you comparing summer 2025 to fall 2024? Right? You can't say like, oh, we got Metro and Alien Rogue Incursion and Subside and Behemoth, right? Yeah, all those games came late in the year. We're gonna, dude. I'm making a list of upcoming games right now that are coming to PSVR2, and I'm focusing on 15 of them.
Stole my idea.
I did. There's only 5 months left in the year, AJ. Getting 3 quality games a month would be awesome on average, but you know that's not how this is going to happen. We're going to get like all 15 in October. Like they're all just going to fucking drop on like within a week or two of each other, and that's and it's crazy. But so I mean, to compare like fall of last year to summer of this year, come on, it's not it's not even honest.
I just straight up disagree too. Like this year, at least for our, I guess there's different multiple platforms, so it's a little bit different. But at least for PSVR 2, this year has already surpassed last year, because last year we ended up getting the big 3. Was kind of, we did get, I guess, Legendary Tales was a big deal.
Was Legendary Tales the beginning of last year?
That was the beginning. So that was a pretty strong start.
We had Arcanage to start this year.
All of summer sucked last year, and then at the end we got Behemoth, Metro, Alien, the big 3, which all ended up being like okay, like they were on average about 8 out of 10s. This year, I think has already surpassed it with Arcanage, with Hitman, and then a stronger lineup of smaller games. I feel like we're halfway through the year. A little bit over halfway through the year, and this year has already surpassed last year because we've already gotten a AAA game, and we've gotten some big other games that are in the works.
Yeah, this is we've had such a good year, and I think the second half of this year is way stronger than the first half of this year, and I think that's saying something because we started strong. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, Reach, dude. Yeah. Reach and Thief and potentially other games, that's a big deal compared to last year.
For sure. I mean, we got two futuristic racers coming our way, right? We got V-Racer Hoverbike, and we got the what's the Omega Pilot Evolution coming our way, right? It's we had
V-Racer Hoverbike, man.
Listen, I would say we had none, and now we're gonna have 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah. V-Racer, Hoverbike, Reach, Thief, and then we should have Aces of Thunder, hopefully.
Should.
And then we'll see what else we got coming, but that realistically, Ghost Town, like you said, that looks fantastic.
Dude, listen,
I feel like the games are stronger for sure. And
RoboQuest. We're getting a VR version of RoboQuest, which just gives amazing reviews on Steam. We're getting Luminous Arise. We're getting flat out Surviving Mars Pioneer. Like you said, Reach. Into Black is supposed to be this year. Secret of the Mimic. Dude, it's like this is a fucking insane second half of the year. Oh, and like World of Longplay says, don't forget about Redacted. That's probably coming this year too.
Yeah, Redacted as well. I don't know about this year, but we'll see.
I think so. We'll see. Anyway. We got to move on a little bit here. We got to keep this show running. One of the games that we did get, but could have had a better launch, was VRider SBK.
Oh my god, could have had a better launch, really.
I mean, let's try this again.
Probably the worst launch I've ever seen in my life, Bryan.
Yeah,
there's a difference. I'm just saying.
Here, I'm just gonna put this. That
is probably the worst launch since Aspire 1.
Oh my god!
In 2019, this has been the biggest disaster of a launch since 2019.
It has been, but they are working to rectify that, AJ. As they posted over on their Discord, we're back with another update on when to expect a new update on PSVR2. We heard you loud and clear, and our team has been working hard on the improvements raised by our players, the most important ones being resolution and anti-aliasing. We are happy to announce that we will be releasing an update this Thursday, July 17th, only 3 days away, AJ, addressing those concerns. They're adding DFR, which is great because the number of times we hear, oh, DFR is hard to implement, especially late in the game. So good that they figured out how to do that. Resolution and anti-aliasing.
No?
This is very fast.
Isn't it? I mean, like suspiciously fast. Most teams we see take 6 months, 4 to 6 months to implement DFR. They're doing it in like a month. What's going on with that? Anyways,
I don't
we'll
know.
find out later.
So now, from what we hear, it all depends on what the engine you're using is. It all depends on when you're implementing it. For a lot of games, it should just be a switch that you flip and then have to make a bunch of adjustments, especially when it comes to like shaders. But like, it's good to hear. It's good to hear a studio go, hey, we're listening to you. We understand that this is important. It'd be awesome if Undead Citadel could do it, But it seems like Undead Citadel would do it if they were able to, right? And so whatever. These guys are in a different situation. They're able to get DFR implemented. They've got resolution and anti-aliasing adjustments on the way, which is good because one of my biggest problems with it was that when you look out on the horizon, it's like blurry. Right, it's all shimmery and blurry, and it's like for a racing game, you're always looking out on the horizon. It's very, very important that you can see out there, and it should be clear. And so that with all of this is probably helped by DFR. And then they said adjusted color saturation to make all races feel more vivid, which is great because it's not a very colorful game. Like shockingly desaturated. Very surprising to get in there and be like, wow, this whole place is really gray, boring. Yeah. I mean,
it's like they had the contrast turned to like -10 for some reason.
Yeah, or the saturation or something.
Yeah,
it's good to hear, and I think it's especially good to hear because this is going to eke in right before our top 25 debate. So we're going to be able to check this out and see if it deserves a place on the list.
This is huge, man. This is actually really exciting for me personally because I think the game is really fun. My biggest gripe with it was the graphics and performance. But other than that, I actually was having a lot of fun gameplay wise with it. And there's a bare bones amount of content, but an acceptable, I guess, amount. You can still get your money's worth out of the time spent with it. But yeah, this is huge. I hope it, obviously you have to wait and see how it looks. But this is a big deal because like I said, I was having a lot of fun with the gameplay of the game. So I'm really looking forward to jumping back in, and I hope it looks a lot better because it's a good game. It just looked like crap.
Yeah. And you said it, man. They had a disastrous launch from it not launching on time to then it launching for the wrong price and being the wrong price for the entire weekend. And then of course, it's just not looking as good as it's supposed to. I don't think more could have gone wrong if they tried. Hold on a second. We got. Is this crashing on me? God, the tip window always likes to crash on me. Yep, it's just not working. Can I refresh it? Let's see. Okay.
The last one that you saw. Oh, was it? Okay.
I got it back.
I got it.
Running. Inspector GameCat with the 10 quid says, whatever happened to AJ's Thursday reacted from a few weeks back? I don't even know what the fuck you were playing a few weeks back. What even
I don't
came
know.
out recently? Was it Undead Citadel we were playing?
It was probably Undead Citadel.
Yeah. Every week is different. Every week
Undead Citadel was the last big redacted that I can remember because they didn't give a release date, and so
right,
I couldn't, like a lot of the times I'll keep my profile stuff like visible, but when there's no release date or there's no announcement, all that shit's getting turned off. So if you can't see my profile, it's because redacted is happening. But yeah, that's the only last one I can think of. There was probably like Escaping Wonderland, and there was the End
Escaping
Dreams
Wonderland.
announcement.
I don't think there was an embargo on Escaping Wonderland.
Yeah, it wasn't that. It was Undead Citadel, or it was the Reach announcement.
Yeah, probably.
probably
They were super nice about the Reach announcement. They gave us that like a week or two ahead of time. That was nice of them.
Shout out Jimmy Bowers. Getting us on the list before getting out of there.
Oh, I was like, what did Jimmy Bowers have to do with it? Yeah, for sure though.
Oh yeah, he put us like he made us permanently on the list.
Yeah, there's the problem. Problem is you never really know what redacted we're talking about, even post redacted, right? Like it's like, oh, was this that game or was that game? And
I'm sure I clarified somewhere.
Maybe.
But nobody's gonna catch every single minute of everything we do, so it's all good.
Oh, no one watches anything we do. This is perfect. We get to say whatever we want, AJ. We'll never get canceled.
They're in the chat hanging out with each other right now. We're actually just the bystanders having a separate conversation. We
just rented the venue for them to hang out in. That's all we did. We get Not Sure Brondo with the $5 tip. What's up, Brondo? Says, haters can suck my popsicle. We have way too many good games just on PS5 alone. For show.
Yeah, I think I don't know if people are like jaded, or I think this culture of gaming, this generation just
sucks.
For what the kids say is cooked. Like everyone's so fucking spoiled, and like they just say, I don't have this, I don't have that. Wah. And like it's like they just cry about everything without realizing the actual situation that's going on or what they are getting. Like people don't appreciate shit anymore. So fuck them. Yeah. Like bro, we have too many games that are awesome to play.
We have too many games and like zero fucking empathy for people who are excited for something that they're not. Right? The number of times I have to deal with fucking baby comments on PSVR this week. Like, man, more horror games. How about you go fuck yourself? Because you know full well that there's plenty of people out there that are going to enjoy this, right? What if every time a racing game got announced, I said, more racing games? You'd be like, Bryan, what the fuck is wrong with you, right? But you know what? I've got empathy for everybody who likes particular genres of games. So even when I'm not excited for something, I don't fucking shit on it. Right? Yeah. I say I'm really fucking happy for the people who enjoy this genre of game. They're getting more of what they like. I don't get it, man. It's like you said earlier, everything's got to be about them, right? It's it's like here's a game that's coming out for everybody that's interested in it, but no, people have to make it. But this is what bothers me. Look at my feelings. Fuck your feelings. We like our goddamn games. Shut the fuck up. Don't make me come over there. I'll turn this bus right around.
This whole episode, just us just complaining about people complaining.
I'm gonna change the thumbnail to just you and me screaming.
Just I'm tired. Like I mean, listen, I get it. Yeah, there's things that could be better. Yes, we're not getting everything, but yeah, to say there's a lot of it's like you said, it's kind of dishonest. It's disingenuous for a lot of the stuff I see out there, and it's all it's sketchy to me. It's not like, oh, this is my genuine opinion. It's all like, it's like, how do I make this about me, and how do I make this a controversy and get people to listen to me for 5 minutes about my bullshit. But yeah, man, yes, things could be better with every game, every AAA game having a VR mode. That's not where we are. So time to adjust and adapt. Otherwise, you're screwed if you don't.
AJ, I want to get into some Gorn 2 impressions, and I know that I know.
Oh my God, I hate this game. Why does this game? Boo!
Exactly. Yep. AJ, I'm going to preface this conversation by saying I'm really happy that this game is here for those who enjoy this type of game.
Me too.
Yeah. Listen, if you like if you like these arena type games, if you like to get creative with your kills, Gorn is back, and it's more Gorn. This is exactly what I expected it to be. Big fat weapons that are all rubbery, more creative kills. Like the very first thing I'm showing right now is picking up a dead enemy and hitting my opponent with it as his eyeball is hanging out of his eye socket. Listen, it's big, dumb, goofy, fun. It's reprojected. It's not as sharp as it could be. right? This is coming to us from Cortopia, who did the Escaping Wonderland recently. And Escaping Wonderland was so crisp and clear. It looked great in the headset that I fully expected this to be running at 90 native or something. Expected it to look very, very clean. And it doesn't. Not as much as you'd expect. But at least, oh look, my PlayStation menu. That's nice. But it's Gorn, man. It's more Gorn, and it's definitely big dumb fun. And I'm having fun with it so far. Like I don't know if it's a game I'm gonna like more than Gorn 1, because I thought Gorn 1 was 7 at best. This feels like more like that. Big clunky weapons, big clunky haptics. Almost like a delayed haptic, which is strange. Like, because it's like these big fat weapons, and I almost think that they want it to be like, boom, like they want to do it for more impact. But I would have loved like a instantaneous, really strong haptic that resonated in the controller for like an extra like half a second, just to really impart that feeling that you've got these big weapons in your hand. But it's fine. It's exactly what you'd expect. Unfortunately, you can turn the vignette off, which you can't do in Gorn 1 still on PSVR2, if I remember correctly.
Gorn's back, baby! Woo! So yeah. I mean, like Gorn's not really for me, but I am like I said, I'm happy that this game exists. I know there's a lot of people that like these brutal melee games or whatnot, and I am really curious to see how this will do. Like, I feel like they didn't really do themselves any favors with the release here, stealth launching it. It was kind of weird to me. It's like, do they not care, or do they just don't think that do they think their audience has maybe grown up a little bit on PlayStation, or what's going on? But, you know what would be cool though, honestly, without any of this marketing or anything, to see the game still do well would be kind of cool to say that like, hey, like no marketing needed. There is an audience for this that is pretty prominent on PSVR2. It would be cool to see, and I hope to see that. But it will be interesting to follow. I don't think that their strategy was very well executed for releasing this game, though.
I don't think so either. You always want like this big barrage of like, let's players that have something scheduled or reviews or whatever it might be. But I think this is going to slip under the radar for a lot of people. I think people are going to be like, oh, I didn't even realize Gorn 2 was out. And they're going to be saying that in fucking September, right? It's like, when did this happen? But we've been telling everybody for about 2 weeks now that it was coming. So like, if you've been following the channel, if you watch GamesCast, it's not really a shadow drop. We've been telling you guys for about 2 weeks that we had it on good authority that this was going to drop in July. And here we are, July 14th. And here it is.
Right.
Yeah.
You get credit for that. I think you're the only person I heard saying that, but
the only person that cared.
Yeah, well, yeah, like I said, the first one on PSVR 1, the first game was a good game. It wasn't really for me, but I still had fun. Yeah. I still had some fun with it. The PSVR 2 version was not good. Yeah, I mean, in a day and age where like my flat screen friends are like complaining about like, we don't know what's coming to PlayStation. We don't know what's coming out. Like they don't really realize games come out until like way after that. They're like what I would classify as like the mainstream gamer audience. So for a game like this to like not announce it at all, I'm like, if people don't even know what's coming out and they like are looking for it, it's like, yeah, it's really strange that you like don't even announce this at all. Like even the Twitter announcement was like really weird. And yeah, I don't know. Definitely Gorn has a younger audience, but I would still be curious to see like how many younger people are still playing PSVR 2, because obviously the gaming culture in general is starting to skew a little older.
I'm just looking at the chat to see if anybody's got any questions that I can answer here. Mark Smith said, how's the movement system? Pretty much identical to the first one. You do have the option to do the big hulking arm movements, or you can just use the analog sticks. I clearly am using the analog sticks. Although, like I will say, in the first game, I kind of got into the arm movement thing, just because like it got me into the whole role playing aspect of it. And so maybe turning that on would help me kind of get into this one a little bit more too. But so far I really like this one. In terms of like, in terms of it being more Gorn, the weapons are gigantic, like they're oversized and almost silly, right? To the point of being ridiculously big. I got a power up that made my hands gigantic, right? Like 5 times bigger than they're supposed to be. And you can just like punch people to death. You can grab dudes and rip their heads off. I mean, it's everything you expect from Gorn. But to answer Flippy Nugget's question, saying how is this different than the first one? It's just more of everything, right? There's more weapons and more enemies, more hazards in the maps or in the arenas. But it doesn't seem like a full evolution of the game. It just feels like more Gorn. It also
like
seems
Gorn 1.5.
Yeah. It also seems more like narrative driven. There's every time you enter a new arena, there's a big boss character type thing that's like hovering in the background, that's talking to you and sending enemies your way. Before you enter any of the arenas, you walk down this big hallway, so it's like more of this grandiose entrance into before you start the fight. So. Is it dramatically different? No. If you like the first one, are you going to like this? Yeah. If you didn't like the first one, are you going to like this? Probably not. Right? So it's just, this is for the Gorn audience. They're certainly not, they're not out to find new fans with this one. They're out to, they're out to deliver more for the fans of the first game. AJ, I do have a kind of a sidetrack question about this that has nothing to do with us playing it. And that's, what are your thoughts? Because 2 different people, the first 2 people I talked to Gorn about today, Sun WTF and Rypop, both said the exact same thing when I told them I was going to play Gorn. They said, I don't care about Gorn, but I should pick it up because I want these guys to bring Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Empire City to PSVR2. Because they're both made by Cortopia. How do you feel about buying games you're not interested in order to convince developers to bring their next project to PSVR2?
I'm not completely against that, but here's my thought on this particularly. That Ninja Turtles game, if I had to guess, is not coming to PSVR. That to me is Meta throwing money and working a deal with Cortopia to make that happen for MetaQuest headsets. So, it's possible. I would never say never that it doesn't come to us. But
I would never shout never.
It
sorry.
I don't think that game's coming to us because I think that's a Meta funded project. It's just my theory. And maybe there'll be like a year exclusivity, 2 years, and maybe it could happen after that, but I don't know. I don't expect it to come, and I wouldn't buy Gorn with the hopes of that coming. I think that would be a big mistake. I think that'd be a really big mistake.
Yeah, listen, I mean, I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I really want to play that game, whatever it is when it gets here, even if it's not something I'm interested in, even if it's just kind of even like, what if it's an arena-based game and not like just a 4-player brawler? I might be disappointed, but I do want to play it, and I do want it to come to PSVR 2 because I just love the Turtles. So, like, if money's not an object for you, then I'm like, yeah, sure, right? But like, are you really going to put $20 down on Gorn and then not play it instead of putting $20 down on something like Phasmophobia or something like Ancient Dungeon or Subside or these great games that like have, that you will love and you will play? I don't think that's a good idea. But I will say, here's just in response to your theory on this. I reached out to Beyond Frames today, who are the publishers of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Empire City. And I said, what's up with Empire City? Is it a Meta exclusive? Is there any chance this could come to PSVR 2 down the line? And their answer was exactly this. While we're not Meta exclusive, we've also announced our game for Steam. We don't have anything to announce regarding PSVR 2 at this time. So my thought is, AJ, that he's going to get all this hype about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Maybe it'll get like a year exclusivity. It's not coming out till 2026 anyway on PC or Quest. So, so I do think maybe there'll be like this period where they just kind of build on the game and keep adding player requests. And then as you know, if they see a huge demand, maybe they'll bring it to PSVR2 eventually. Or who knows, man? Maybe, you know, so frequently we talk to these developers and they say, don't say anything until Sony says something. The number of times we've talked to developers who have said, don't say anything until Sony says something, right? And then you see a PlayStation blog post, or you see an official trailer on the PlayStation YouTube account, right? Like, so Sony likes to announce games for the headset. And so this could be very much a thing that they're saving for a state of play, you know, and make PSVR2 gamers happy. And any of that's possible. There's no reason to even talk about a PSVR2 version right now, because it's not even coming out this year. It's at least 6 months away, minimum.
Yeah, it just strikes me as, you know, how, like, we know about like how Sony funds a lot of projects. Like, this strikes me as Meta funding this. And I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, I honestly, like, even though I loved Ninja Turtles, like, growing up for the longest time, I loved a lot of the games. I'm kind of like, man, I feel a little too old to care about this right now. Like, I don't care about Ninja Turtles or Ghostbusters anymore. Like, what if this is like Ghostbusters? Imagine that. Like, all this hope and excitement. You haven't even seen the game yet. You don't even know if it's good. So I think it's not really worth even worrying about or being concerned about. Like I said, I have my things that, like, I still like, that, you know, are maybe not the most or, you know, mature things to enjoy doing. But I don't know, man. I don't care about Ninja Turtles anymore. Like,
wow.
I just don't, man. I don't know. I don't, like, nostalgia is kind of dead for me. Especially what's happened with, like, the movies and series and stuff. It's all just, I don't know.
Are you complaining about Ghostbusters?
Yeah, the two new Ghostbusters movies were terrible. The game was terrible, and I'm just like, you know, if it comes out and it's good, sure, like, I'll enjoy it. But man, why do I don't care anymore. Like, y'all, they ruined it. They ruined it all. So, like, I just don't care anymore. But hey, Brian, I would be very happy for those that do care.
Thank you.
And I don't want to bring them down. Ninja Turtles are fucking awesome. I would love to play as Ninja Turtles in VR. Sure, the gameplay would be really great. There's great things, but it's too early. It's too early for this conversation, I feel like.
Yeah. 8-Bit Most Plays says, I bust my ass at work. I took a risk in my career. No one subsidized me. Devs need to make the call and take a risk. We don't need to support them to bring their stuff here. So when I said money is no object.
What?
So when I said for people whose money, where money's no object, yeah, like I said, support whatever developer you want for whatever reasons you want. But there are people, you know, but yeah, we all work really hard for our money, and life is harder now than it's been in a long time, right? Money's tighter than it's been in a long time. And so, like, people not buying stuff, it's like, dude, I'm not gonna blame you. Like, I wouldn't either, right? I would never buy Gorn 2. Well, I bought Gorn 2 today, so that's a lie. But I would never buy Gorn 2 just to get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here. What I recommend these developers do is keep an eye on the sales charts and talk to other developers and find out how games are selling. Like, you can't determine if Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is going to sell based on how well Gorn sells. Right? Two wildly different properties. And somewhat different audiences, depending on how the gameplay of Empire City looks. So all I know is that games are selling better on PSVR2, and that's something we hear again and again and again. You're probably sick of hearing me say it, but every time I talk to another developer, they confirm that that's happening with their game as well. And I can only imagine that that's going to continue happening throughout the course of 2025 and well into 2026. With the price drop on PSVR2 and hopefully a Christmas sale or a holiday sale or Black Friday sale on PSVR2, we're going to get even more headsets sold, and we're going to get even more gamers in. It's going to be brand new for them. They're going to be buying up a bunch of shit, and games are going to sell even better on PSVR2 than they do anywhere else. So that's so important to keep reminding developers of that, right? So that they don't have to say, well, we're not sure if we should bring it over. They should be sure because they know it'll sell better here than anywhere else. I saw I want a lot in the chat say that he bought 90s Extreme Skiing to support the developers. And I got to tell you, I played some 90s Extreme Skiing multiplayer today.
Oh,
AJ. Yep. I got in there.
You tell.
I got in there, and it's pretty much the same game, but now you can play it with other people. It's so much more fun with other people, AJ.
Yeah.
It's so much more fun with other people. Yep. You can punch them in the face and knock them out.
Really?
And it's it's combat skiing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's the core game felt a little bit lonely, right? It was just going down the slopes and trying to beat your own times. It's like, yeah, there's something to that, but there's something missing.
It wasn't the loneliness that was the problem for me. It was the lack of polish and quality.
There's still a lack of polish, AJ. The number of times we dealt with.
I didn't expect it to be drastically different, except for having multiplayer.
Yep. And that's exactly it. But this is so you know, we had people falling through maps, especially trying to get back to the lobby. We had, you know, like some weirdness here and there, but I will tell you, it's super fucking easy to drop out of, if you're having any problems, super easy to drop out of the lobby and jump right back in, and then you're like, here we go again, let's go. I'm surprised, man, because I wasn't the biggest fan of 90s Extreme Skiing. I still apparently have a lot to learn because I have no fucking idea how to pull off some of these tricks or get better airtime. But so I guess some. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna punch somebody. I'm gonna punch. No, was I trying to punch Izzard? Oh, right. Okay. So here's what happened. You can push just like you can in Snow Scout or 90s Extreme Skiing proper. You can push both analog sticks to get off of your skis and walk around. But what it does, it leaves a corpse in your wake. So when you're walking around the 90s Extreme Skiing, it's almost like you're having an out of body experience. You're more like you can't function or do anything. You can't pick up items or interact with other people. You got to be on skis and racing, which is fair, I think. And so when you're back on skis, then you can punch somebody. So this is me kind of like learning the ropes here. And it's just, we had a lot of fun. And I'm going to be spending a lot more time with it. Callie from TunerMax was super nice to send over a few extra keys so that we could get some of the loyal cats into this with me and play with me. And so we played a little bit before GamesCast, and then I'm going to be playing a lot more tonight. And I'm super excited to do that because, like I said, I had fun. So this is currently $15.99, $16 on the PlayStation Store, and the price is going to go up by a couple dollars because of the new content that they've added. But if you want to get in on it and buy it now, support a great studio who's doing great things.
This is where I would buy something to support somebody. This is how I would do it, not the Gorn situation, especially that one specifically. That's like, there's some situations where it's like, I do that sometimes. I'll buy a game for a friend or for Julia or for whatever. I'll buy it myself, and give away the key or something if I want to support them. But this is so are you saying is it too early to say, or are you able to say if this is a should we or shouldn't we?
I think it's a should we, mostly because it's a developer that's listening to feedback and bringing us the features that we want. This was already a $16 game and a single player and lots of tracks and so a lot of content to begin with. But on top of that, listened to the feedback and said, oh yeah, you guys want multiplayer? I'll bring you multiplayer. And now it's got 4-player multiplayer. The lobby system is fantastic. It's super easy to jump into a game. Super easy to see if anybody's playing, unlike Badminton VR for anyone who was there yesterday. It's not easy to just jump into a game of badminton. Like, you've really got to find your friends. That makes things easier. So go into it knowing that it still gets some issues, but it feels like the kind of game, AJ, sometimes I get into a game and it's buggy and I'll fall through the ground or like there'll be like a weird crash or something, and I'll be like, man, this is so frustrating. That wasn't the case with this, right? Anything weird that was happening was like so easily rectified and so easy to just get back into another game and be like, okay, and you kind of just like laugh it off and even forget that it happened. It's a super budget title, but but the fun makes up for it. It's kind of got like the early makings of a Galaxy cart, right? And so I hope that people support this game and that they continue adding more content to it. I don't think it's too early. I do think it's a should we. But I also like, have a lot more to learn. And so how much of a should we is a different question altogether.
Yeah, I'll have to play it with this because I'm not really sold yet. But it's nice to hear that, like I said, I do want to support. I do like the devs a lot. I do think they're awesome developers. But yeah, I need to check this out at some point.
Oh yeah.
Because I wasn't sold on this game.
No. I wasn't either, right? But again, here's a studio that's definitely trying different things. If you're Sirens on my end, if you're tired of like the same old in VR, Tunamax is trying different things, and I really appreciate it. So, we got Comic Book Guy with the 5 quid saying, "Hi, I haven't heard anything about that Titanic VR game for the PSVR2. Any updates? Is that still happening?" You know what game he's talking about?
Hi, Comic Book Guy.
Hey,
what's up, homie? There's 2 of them. Are you talking about the time traveling horror one?
I hope so.
Or are you talking about the other one where I think you actually just are just escaping it? Sinking Titanic? There's two Titanic games. The horror one. Something, what was that called?
The horror one is called A Space Between.
Yes, Titanic. Is it Titanic, A Space Between?
Yes.
Okay.
And I played this on Quest. Did you play this one?
No, but it looked really good.
Yeah. This it was good. Especially for a Quest game, like the realistic water physics and like some fun puzzles trying to make your way through each of the areas. It felt very questy. Again, not saying in a pejorative sense, but each section was kind of there's a loading screen between each big section of the Titanic, and it felt like, man, doesn't that it loses cohesion when that happens. And so my hope was that I really hope that the developers are listening when they bring it to PSVR2, they're able to kind of bring it kind of together better. And the last time I checked in on this game was December of 2024. I checked in with Jesus, who was working with that team, and he said that it's a very, very small team. There's only a couple of them working on it, and the PSVR2 port's still in development. That's what I heard in December. Now, keep in mind that was 8 months ago, and anything could have changed. But I am kind of expecting to see this one re-revealed for PSVR2 soon. But yeah, I don't really have any more information at the moment. Yeah.
Vince Virtuo says at least Snow Scout is on sale right now. So if you're not into 90s extreme skiing, I do recommend checking out. If you want to support the devs, I do recommend Snow Scout. Cool snow resort sim and skiing game too. So doesn't have multiplayer though.
Yep, and if you like the skiing in Snow Scout, it's the same skiing in 90s extreme skiing. So that'll let you know if you like it or not. It's kind of like a demo for 90s extreme skiing.
I also liked Virtual Resistance said Snow Rash. I like that. When you said you can beat up people skiing.
Yeah, we need some cops on the slopes.
The lead pipe.
Yep, the chain,
baseball bat.
Yep. Yeah, Road Rash was way ahead of its time, man.
It was. Man, I played the shit out of it.
We got Prozac with the level 3 membership. Sorry, level 2. Said, shout out to whoever gifted me a membership on Friday, though I wasn't watching. Brian, have you played so much truck sim that your left arm got sunburned? That's really good. I actually haven't played any more since the Bryan bite, but I do want to get back to it. I just have so much other stuff to cover. But that would be great. Put my arm out the window. So do they call that farmer's tan, or is farmer's tan when you have the wife beater on and that's the outline?
Farmer's tan is, I think it's just I think that counts like anything. I have one, but I'm not going to show you because I do live in the South. No, yep. Standard issue farmer's tan here. Standard issue, civilian issue.
Unreal GameCast said, does it have wheel support? I don't think it does. I don't believe so. That would definitely make it. That would make it. I will be honest. That would make it more fun. I'll have to check it.
American Truck Sim.
Truck Simulator. Yeah. I mean, because honestly, like you do this thing where you're like you look over. I've said this before, where you like look over. You know, I put my arm on the back of the couch, right, as if it was the passenger seat, and did one of these, and like looked back and saw it. Looked through my rearview mirror and was backing up. And the only thing that's wrong with the steering is that it's like this big fucking wheel. I'm talking about Truck Sim like it's a great game, and you guys, I'm so torn because it's a bad game.
Do not buy it.
Yeah, don't buy it. Don't buy it. If it's on sale for $1, then check it out and see if you agree with me. But that's it. But yeah, so I mean, to have an actual wheel that I can do this with and like not worry if my hand's still on the wheel or not while I'm backing up, that would be great.
I saw so many comments.
Yeah,
I saw so many comments that from your whenever you talk about American Truck Sim, and they're like, "I'm so confused. I don't know whether to buy it or don't buy it." He keeps saying don't buy it, but he keeps saying all these good things about it. It was funny watching people collectively lose their mind. Like, what's going on?
Yep. Proof that even a bad game can be fun.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Who was it earlier that was saying?
I wish it happened more often.
Who was saying earlier that they're like, just like not as interested in VR? Maybe it's because you haven't played Truck Simulator.
Maybe that's what you've been looking for.
Maybe that's the game.
Seriously, all those mods. You beat all those games. You got all those mods installed on. I bet you haven't. I bet you haven't. That's all I'm saying.
I bet you haven't. I bet you haven't. All right. AJ, I'm picking a game for 20 questions, or 4-minute challenge, I guess as we're calling it now. You want hard mode or easy mode?
I don't care. Streak's broken.
Oh my god!
I watched the streak die with. Was it Miles Friday?
I don't know. No one watches.
I was watching.
No one watches.
It might have been Wednesday. I don't remember. But I remember watching the streak die, and I was like, yep. There goes our 5-win streak. That's our record. That's our highest. I'm the only one that takes it seriously, apparently.
Yep.
This is life, sure. Okay? This is life. This is not a game to me. Okay, it is.
All right, cool. Well, then take this seriously. Also, shout out to whoever gave Prozac a gift membership on Friday.
Oh, streak is 1, so Miles got it right. Good job, Miles.
Well, I got it right. Because Miles would have been hosting.
Oh, okay. I didn't watch 20 questions on Friday. I watched the entire episode, not 20 questions.
I wasn't here for it. That's for sure. Yep. Okay, let me bring up the timer. And guys, you know how this works. I've got a game in my head. You guys out there and AJ up here have 4 minutes, but an infinite number of yes or no questions to ask.
It was Dark Sword, and you got it.
Oh my god, it was Dark Sword. I completely forgot what game it was. Thank you.
I would never get that.
Spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched Friday's episode yet. All right, man. Everybody help him out. Ask good questions in the chat and then suggest good games based on my answers. You ready?
I hope it's not Dark Sword hard.
What if it's Dark Sword? Is that Dark Sword hard? On your mark. No. Get Des. Go.
Is it on PSVR2?
Yes.
Is it on PSVR1?
No. Look, I went easy.
Oh. Is it on MetaQuest?
No, I don't think so.
Is it on Steam?
Yes.
Was it mentioned today?
No.
Okay. So it's not Subside.
I'm looking it up on Quest right now.
Is it a horror game?
No.
Is it multiplayer?
It's not on Quest. It is not multiplayer.
Is it a puzzle game?
I mean, small puzzle elements, but no. You would definitely not consider it a puzzle game. No.
Action adventure.
Not action. Adventure.
So kind of is there problem solving in it?
I don't think so.
Is it survival?
No.
Is it creepy? That's Awesome Tatum.
Isn't everything? a little bit. But no, this game, I don't think this game is creepy. No.
Is it realistic looking?
Yeah, I mean, to a degree, but no, I mean, I don't think that's what they're going for.
Is it black and white?
No.
Is there melee combat?
No.
Is there shooting?
Yes.
Do you shoot a gun?
No. Glad you asked.
Do you shoot a bow?
You shoot arrows from the bow. Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine if you had a gun that shot bows?
You shoot a bow and arrow.
Yes.
Is there climbing in this?
Not in a traditional sense. Like you don't grab walls and climb up or anything like that.
Is this a super hot inspired game?
No.
So it's not super hot with bow and arrow.
No.
It's a good try.
It's not Presentiment of Death.
No multiplayer. It's not Presentiment of Death. Is it a full length? Is it like a full campaign?
There is a full campaign.
You said adventure with a bow. So it's an adventure game and you use a bow. There's not a lot of climbing, so it's not Horizon.
There's not climbing in the traditional sense.
Not climbing in the traditional sense.
Yeah, you're not climbing like ladders and ropes and whatever, but you do.
Is this a first party game?
No.
It's not first party. So it's not Horizon. How much time do I got left?
1 minute and 15 seconds.
Is it a roguelike?
No.
Or roguelite? Adventure with the bow and arrow. It's not a sports game, right?
Nope.
No, guys. It's an adventure with a bow and arrow. Adventure with bow and arrow. Do you have to beat a clock?
No. I don't think so. What game are you thinking?
Do you use a crossbow in this or just a bow and arrow?
I think it's just a bow and arrow.
It's not a roguelike. Is there swinging in this game?
No.
No, it can't be Woodlands because there's no multiplayer. Oh, come on, guys. I need adventures with bow and arrows. Realistic. Is it a good game?
Yes. Most people consider it a good game.
It's not on top 25?
No. Or it hasn't.
Come on, guys. I need help here.
Yeah, by the way, realistic, but stylized. Very stylized.
Did you say there's melee combat?
No.
No melee, so it's not Behemoth. There's no multiplayer for the 20th time. Is it a hunting game?
It could be. I'm going to give you one more question and then a guess. You're out of time.
Is there platforming in this?
Not in any kind of traditional sense. You wouldn't be like, oh, it's a platformer. No. But there is definitely platforms.
No, it can't be. It can't be Song and Smoke because he said it's not survival. It can't be. It's not Sky Climb.
Gonna need an answer.
Is it Cube?
AJ, releasing all the way back March 16th, 2024. It is indeed Cube by Stone.
Let's go.
Yep.
Let's
now let's
go.
try and get it first.
Yes, thank you guys. Clutch.
Like I was like very stylized, but still somewhat realistic. Like it's so hard to classify this, right? Like the lighting and the trees, but it's kind of Minecrafty at the same time. Like how the fuck do you answer that question?
Yeah, I guess I could have asked if it was voxel art. It's not realistic. It's voxel, but that's okay. It's kind of
but you agree with me, right? The lighting and the foliage and like there's so much realism going on here that it's like
that's one of those ones that it's like it could be either or. Like there's it's not a good question to ask. It certainly doesn't help you asking.
Yeah, and then it's got the bow and arrow, but like there's no combat. You just fucking kill deer and shit just for funsies, just because you hate animals.
No, I think all the questions you were right. It was just a kind of a tough one, a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Now it's Ryan got it first, I believe. I was keeping an eye on the chat, so good job, Nowst. Good job. All right, guys, it's time for us to wrap this thing up. It's been a busy Monday for everybody, and we got a lot of stuff happening this week. Hopefully, we'll be able to talk about Redacted soon. And I'm excited to check out Chess and Bridge Construction Studio.
Studio.
Later in the week, so it should be a good time. But thank you guys for being here. We appreciate everybody. Thanks so much for anybody who supports the channel financially over on patreon.com/withoutparolegames, or by being a member over here, or by tipping during the show. You guys are keeping the lights on. It means the world to us. We can't do this without you. But even if you're not supporting the channel financially, we're just happy that you're here. We're happy that you're part of the community. So make sure you come join the community where we hang out most of the time over on Discord. Click the link in the description below. While you're clicking the links in the description, make sure you go subscribe to AJ at PSVR Underground, who's putting out the exact same video that I am later. And
not anymore.
That'll be fun.
No, Bryan stole my idea, so
it was very original. It certainly wasn't. It
wasn't
something that we've done 1,000 times. I'm just trying to motivate AJ and be like, "Come on, let's make videos." You know,
I don't think you know. I don't think you know how motivation works, my friend.
I'm the one saying, "Come on, man. We got to make some."
You're the
videos.
one saying, "I'm going to take your channel down." I'm like, "I'm on your side. Why are you attacking me?" That's not how this works.
AJ, you can't take down what has already been felled. Oh my God!
Was never erected to begin with.
You said erect. All right, you guys. Thanks again. We love you all so very much. It is Monday, so I'm probably gonna do the thing. You ready to do the thing?
Do the thing, Bryan, because I want to say to you guys on Wednesday, too, I made things. Says first question should be, does it have a flamethrower? GameCat Chicago says chess is the best. You know what else
does it have
is
a
the best?
flamethrower? Does it have a jetpack? These are important questions to be asking.
Yeah, these are. I don't think we can answer that yet, though. Dan Keeper says no melee in Cube. No, there's mining. You could technically melee, but I wouldn't. I think melee would throw that off. Significantly.
Can you melee? Like melee?
No.
Can you melee the deer and shit?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think you just shoot them with an arrow.
Yeah, I think that's all. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't melee the grounds. That's
Vampiro Ramos, love you too, man. Thank you so much. Kill Artist, the Dreamweaver says, "Hey guys, better late than never. Damn Skippy, Dreamweaver, good to see you, man." Twitch at the single player game cat says, "My pet chameleon can't change color. I think it has a reptile dysfunction."
Oh no, is Miles here already?
Oh my goodness, that's actually pretty good. Would not expect that from Twitcher either. Yes, I would. Techno Glitch, good to see you so much, man. Niles Ryan, my metal feline friend, thank you so much for the assist. Couldn't have done it without you, homie. Thank you. Random Toxin, finally back in VR Game Cat. Woohoo! Red Rover, the FN Game Cat says, "I retired last Friday, baby. Let's go, Red Rover." Does this mean we get to see you more often now because you got nothing to do? And you can come kick it with us, man. Come kick it with us.
That's so cool. Listen, if you don't show up at Game Cat Meetup 2026, you get
you have no excuses now.
No excuse.
No excuses. Pajak Sego says ciao. Distracted the Game Cat says you should be able to. It's trying to be Minecraft. Mad_vegan, aka 00 vegan in the house tonight. Cow. Guys, said fist bump to you. All right, guys. J Mind, the Metal Game Panther. Fenner PSVR2, old school Game Cat in the house tonight. So good to see you guys, man. You have a wonderful night. We'll see you.